So today I took one of my biggest short positions, and that was with Amazon stock, as Amazon reported earnings yesterday after the market opened and was up over 11%. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you. I also did trade SQQQ on this reversal. It's very easy to see on the 5-minute time frame. It was selling off, lower highs, lower lows. Today I flew to Seattle. I'm from Arizona, for those that are not familiar with where it is that I live. Flew to Seattle. It was a 3-hour flight. I let my LPP team know. I wanted to show you guys, this is the team that I work with on a daily basis. So when you ask, what do you get access to when you watch me trade live? Today, because of my flight, I kept them up to date under our trade ideas section. So pretty much told them when I was taking off. This was at 7:06 in the morning. Based off of the time zone that I was in. So market hasn't opened yet. And then when it came down to it, I talked about tempted to enter this Amazon short position. And that's where it all kind of started. So with SQQQ on the 5-minute time frame, we broke above the EMA line. Very easy to see that reversal happening. I didn't make very much in comparison to my Amazon trade. I walked away with nearly $1,900 in the green. When it comes down to my Amazon play, check this bad boy out. So first, let me explain the why. Why would I short something that was so incredibly bullish? I wouldn't even call it bullish. Why would I short something that is up so much on the day? I looked at Amazon's history, and I shared this with my LPP team yesterday. I also shorted Amazon yesterday during extended hours, and I made about 7K. I closed out the position just like I closed it out today. If you guys look on over here, I left myself with, where is it? My one lucky share. So my one lucky share right on over here. Why would I short something like Amazon? So Amazon, the biggest day ever in its history is back in 2021, and it was 14% within the day. Amazon was already up 11% at this point. So risk to reward ratios, I was like, okay, my downside risk, I can cut losses at a break of pattern. If it goes from 11% to 14%, which I don't think is very likely, it was already lacking progress. And that's one thing that you can see that I shared with the LPP team. Like, yes, Amazon stock was up 11%, but something being up a certain percentage means nothing if it's not actually continuously showing signs of an uptrend, right? And then this is why I entered that short position. And then as direction became favorable, I added more to my short position. And it was quite an aggressive short position with Amazon, which again, it's not something that I do very, very often. It just made sense because I felt like I had the perfect recipe. It was a stock that had an overreaction due to earnings. And because of that overreaction, if the market ends up correcting itself, which it was because Apple stock was selling off, and because Apple stock has such a large market cap, it drags the rest of the market down with it. As Apple stock began to sell off, the rest of the NASDAQ market began to sell off. So that's what really encouraged me to add more to that short position. And then as we approached, we surpassed my expectation. You guys could see that the pre-market support is right around the same general area of the support range that we established right before the market closed. And that was exactly what I was working towards when we saw how high we were and the pullback potential, where it was pretty much just the support zone that it established yesterday during the aftermarket trading session and this morning during this pre-market trading session. So it was very easy to see for me these overbought levels, the pullback potential, and I think it's still going to be very exciting to see, especially with overall tech, right? Because if you look at overall tech, NASDAQ market, if we look at this on the 1-hour time frame, it's not looking the best, right? It was consolidating for the past week. Now we're actually showing signs of lower highs. Well, next week, will we show lower lows as we report the CPI data report on August 10th? This is something that I will make sure that I keep you up to date on the YouTube channel. I just wanted to share with you, again, one of my most successful short trades, and that is with Amazon stock. It was a very risky one, but again, when you look at it, direction was very favorable. It was very overbought, a lot of pullback potential, and I just went with the flow once direction was actually there. You guys can see $13,457 on the day, and then again on SQQQ, $1,800 for a whopping, as you can see here on my account, $15,566 on the day. So very grateful for how today played out. Again, I closed out both my SQQQ position. As you can see, I only left myself with my one lucky share, and the same thing with Amazon, my one lucky share, and TQQQ. I didn't trade this today. It was just the one share that I've had in the past before. So again, very efficient and effective with the time that I actually spent in the market. Again, following up with what's to come, let's make sure that we begin to prepare for that CPI data report, which is going to be midweek next week. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be on Wednesday. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to send me a direct message via Discord. But other than that, hope and wish you guys an amazing weekend. I do want to remind you again, with all those trade updates with my daily live trading sessions, that is only for my LPP team. If you want the ability to watch me trade live every day, if you want these updates, they're not signals, right? I don't tell people where to buy or where to sell, but they're simply keeping my team up to date on what my intentions are and what I currently see going on with the market. So if you want to learn more about that, that's going to be the second link in the description down below for our biggest sell. It's $175 off, and LPP is a one-time payment, lifetime access, and yes, it will give you access to being able to watch me trade live every single day. I appreciate your time, and like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.